Hey guys, I'm Nikki with Garden and Grease. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a mini seed unboxing and we're going to do some organization because this I thought was going to work and it did when I didn't have that many seeds, but now I have a whole bunch of seeds and I'm going to be ordering more. And we're going to talk about my favorite seed company to order from or to just pick up at the store. I haven't ordered from every seed company out there, mainly because the prices and shipping. So that's a really big factor in where I get my seeds from. If the price is right, if there's free shipping, or if they happen to be offering free shipping for the week or the season or whatever, that really gauges who I'm buying my seeds from. But I've also made a mistake buying that way and regretted some of the seeds I had gotten. So let's jump into that. Let's do the really fun part first. We have, this is a seed company that I ordered from, and I want to say it's a regret. And I don't know why I ordered from them again. I think they had such a great sale going and free shipping, and I was able to get a hybrid seed from this company that I can't get from some of the other companies that I do prefer to order from. So this one is Seeds and Such. Okay. Now, when I open it, the seeds look like this. The seed packets look like this. And this is one of the big things I don't like. There's no image, and I'm a visual person. I like to see a pretty picture. That's probably why Baker Creek sells me on so many seeds. But there's no image on here, so I have to go off of title. Now, it tells me what they are, how many seeds, and the germination rate. I ordered 4 and got 2 free seed packets, so that's pretty cool. I ordered the Butter Crunch lettuce, Walla Walla onions, which I'll explain that maybe in this video or in my onion sowing video. Sun Gold hybrid tomato seeds. Now that's the one that I was having trouble getting, and they're a hybrid, so I wasn't able to get them through Baker Creek, and I think I also wasn't able to get them through M.I. Gardner. And the Trident hybrid pepper. So those are the ones I ordered. Butter Crunch, Walla Walla, Sun Gold hybrid, and Trident hybrid pepper. They gave me for free a Sun Gold, I don't know how to pronounce that, T-A-I-Y-O, Teo, sunflower, Teo. I do want to grow some sunflowers this year, so that'll work out. And it tells me the germination rate, 75% or higher on here. But the back on their description for seed plant, there's like no information. I don't know if any of you have ever ordered from Seeds and Such. There's like no information. It's very general. It'll tell you annual or perennial, what you would do for the average annual or the average perennial, that kind of thing. And that isn't helpful at all. So I have the seed that I don't even know like what it is. There's no picture of it. Yes, it was free. That's really cool. I have to go online and do some research on what this is and how does it, is it a single stalk? Is it going to branch? I don't know anything about this, so I'm going to have to do research. And as well as say, if I ordered a whole bunch of seeds from them, I only have a title. Every seed, I'm going to have to go online, print out or write down the information on how it grows. So they gave me, the tomato 42 day. I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to have to do research on that. It was cool that it was free. On the back of the tomato ones, it says how to start tomatoes. This is their information that they put on all tomato, potato, eggplant, celery, and pepper packets. They put the same information. It was very general. There's not like no real information for this particular plant. So you have to do some research. My Sun Gold, I'm super excited about that. I've actually never grown them. Everybody talks, raves about them. And when people come over and they come into the yard, the first thing they do is go to whatever type of cherry tomato we're growing, and they just stand there and eat while we all hang out and talk. It's like the first thing people do in the summer here. So So these were cheap. That's why I got them. They were super cheap. They were on sale, like 50% off, and there was no shipping cost. So I'm pretty sure that's why I did it, and I was able to get the Sun Gold. It sells out really fast if any of you guys have tried to get it, and you can't get it from everybody. The next one is Am I Gardener, and I'm just going to tell you now, which I'm going to get into this. This is one of my top favorite companies to order from. Not only are the seed packets great, the seeds are great. They have really useful information on their YouTube channel, the Am I Gardener YouTube channel. The best prices around that you can get, and the seeds are great. Let's see, I had ordered Kentucky Wonder pole bean, pak choy, Golden Acres cabbage, Utah celery. I've never grown celery, so we're going to see how that goes. I've also never grown the pak choy. Orange sherbet carnations, because we have like an orangey, well, I'm going for, the cottage garden's going to have a corally, orangey kind of feel to it with little yellows, light yellows dabbled in. You'll see. The purple kohlrabi, Walla Walla onions, which I didn't realize I had double ordered for that. But hey, we can all use more onion seeds. We put onions in everything. Sweet banana peppers, pepperoncini pepper, Burgess buttercup squash, never grown that, or the delicata squash. I am pretty stoked about having some more squash options. I don't grow a lot of squash. The teddy bear sunflowers, which are absolutely adorable. And the Claytonia Miners lettuce. Just another cold, hardy, green to grow. I'm going to start some here today or tomorrow to put into our raised garden bed. I did a video on that. Check that out. Our covered raised garden bed for pretty reasonably cheap to do. And I'm going to show you one of the reasons why Am I Gardener is so awesome. Okay, I've never grown these squash, the Burgess, I hope I'm saying that, Burgess, sounds good. Buttercup squash. Okay, so you look on it and right away you have an image of what the product is. I'm a visual person. I love the pretty picture, and it doesn't even have to be pretty. It's just to be a picture of what the product is. Because real quick, without having to read, I can go, oh, there's what I want. Okay, I got 25 seeds. I think these were all like, most of the seeds they sell are like $2. I could be wrong. I thought they said they were actually going to raise their prices, but I haven't seen that yet. I think they were going to go to like from $2 to $2.25. So this is the perfect amount of seeds for me for the next 2 years. And on the back is filled with, all of the information you need to start your seed, to keep it growing, and to harvest it. I don't know if I'm putting this in the screen well, and if not, I will clip over. This is a really good seed packet, and they're really good seeds. I appreciate a really good seed packet. I'll show you some other examples of seed packet information, and some companies I really love to order from, and then their seed packets aren't as good as this. And I'm not trying to sell. I don't get sponsorship, no money. We get no money off of any of our YouTube videos, at least at this point. We don't get that. In the future, maybe we will, but we don't right now. So, and I get free seeds from them too. So I purchased 13. I got a free seed packet, and it is the salad bowl mix. That's cool. We eat salad. The chickens eat salad bowl, mixed stuff. So that'll work out really good. And the Claytonia. Also another reason why I'm getting this. My husband's name is Clayton. Claytonia. All right. Let me tell you about the seed companies that I use seeds from, and the pros and cons, my favorite, and some that I'd like to try, but they're just too pricey for me. Okay, so we're gonna start with, so it's super easy to go into the store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, whatever, you know what I mean, and get seeds. Fairy Morse, $1.99. I was like, oh, foxgloves, I want to start that. And they did great, by the way. I had amazing germination, and they're doing wonderful. These are going to be a biennial. So I haven't seen blooms yet. I did them last year. So this ticks my box for pretty picture. The information on the back is it's got a lot of information. It's enough to get you going. I picked up the Burpee Organics ones for the Swiss chard, which grew great, really great germination. It has a decent amount of information on here. Burpee does pretty good about that, and it's got the picture, so I know what I'm getting into here. So those are okay. Oh, and that the organic $4.19, not the coolest price. So these aren't exactly the cheapest, but if you compare them to some other companies, it's pretty average. So that wasn't too bad. But the Fairy Morris, I don't know about their vegetables. I've never grown the vegetables, but these flowers, I had like 100% germination rate. It was really good. They look like great plants. It was only $1.99 for that. I got quite a few seeds. The seeds and such, I talked about that earlier. I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. You don't get a lot of seeds with them either. There's no picture. There's like almost no information on it. One of my, okay, so we're getting into my top 3 favorites right now. Let me say something. I've never ordered from Johnny Seeds. I think that their products would be great from everything I've read, and I would love to. I currently can't justify the price and the fact I'd have to pay shipping unless I spend like a lot of money on seeds, and I don't do that in one lump sum. But the price really hits me hard. So because of price, I go to Baker Creek a lot. Not a lot. I give them a good portion of my money for seeds. So Baker Creek is really cool. Mind you, they sell you big time. You get the Daring catalog, even the free one, and the free one is like beautiful. They make everything look like it's gonna be amazing. It doesn't always turn out like the pictures. So their packaging's pretty nice. They have a beautiful picture on it. I think that there could be a little bit better information on the pack. I feel like when I've read this, though, multiple times, I've still had to find some of the information I needed. And off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was I've had to look for. But I've multiple times had to go online because I needed something relatively basic. So that's the back. And I'd say that this is pretty darn good for information on the back and the front. So this is like if you have the best packet, which I'm honestly going to say that the M.I. Gardener is one of 2 of the best, packet informations. This is one step down from the best. When I've needed information, it usually has what I need on it. And it's a good price. I think they're on average like $3 a packet. No shipping cost. You don't have to hit a minimum before they'll send it to you for free. You can buy 1 or 2 packets, and they send you freebies too. The next is Botanical Interests. So you can order these online. You can they sell these in pretty much every store I've gone to. I don't know if they sell them at Home Depots and Lowe's, but I know they do at my local Agway, which I go to all the time. It is filled with information on here. You can start your seeds, grow them, and harvest them off of the information they have in the packet. So and they have a really good, the guys that own this company now have a YouTube channel. They did a really good job at formatting their seed packets. And not only do they have the information on here that you need, a little extra information about the plant, it's great for this, this, and this, but they also tell you what is like recommended. Like it'll tell you, yeah, you can sow outside, but you can start inside too. And that is recommended. And I like that they say that because they don't just say, oh, you can sow outside and inside. And then you do one because you think it's going to be easier. And then it really wasn't the best way to do it. They're telling you it's recommended. Let's just do it this way because it actually is recommended. And a lot of time, if it's a flower, they'll tell you the height of the flower on front. So I bought flowers and vegetables from them. I've ordered, got delivered, and I've bought in the store. And when I got the delivery, I think I purchased 8 seeds, and they sent it in this cute little box. And I saw the box, so I thought I'd re-gift something in the box because the box was really cute, and you know, it's nicely packaged. I thought that was really cool. It makes you feel a little special when you get a little box. Everything is nicely packaged into it. My number one is MI Gardener, and the picture, perfect for me. Every bit of information you could possibly need, easily understandable and easily read. You could just find that information super fast right there. And if you need extra information, you could go to their YouTube channel, which, like, you know, Botanical Interest, they're YouTubers as well. You can go on their channel and they have a ton of information. I actually go between the two, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it's Epic Gardening. I go to both, you know, for information on the YouTube channels and on the packets. But these are like $2 a pack. And like I said, I think they're going up for the 2024 season to like $2.25 or something like that. But it's still like super reasonable. And you get like the perfect amount. Spent 250 seeds for $2. I think that's really good. I don't know that I would need more than that. Plus, I like different varieties. So, I mean, this is going to last me probably 2 years. Maybe. We'll see how this year goes. All 3 of these, great prices. Either no or low shipping, or they're always offering like no shipping for this week or something like that. I think you have to spend $20 at MI Gardener. You get your shipping for free. I'm always going to spend probably $20 on seeds, and they always run deals. I can't remember if this is free shipping or they just ran a deal and I ordered a bunch too, but my top picks. So I really need to get this under control. Now, I wasn't going to do this. I was just going to use some plastic shoebox tote type of things to hold my seeds in. But then I was at Hobby Lobby and everything was on sale. It was like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And I know everybody's been doing this. But I can't help, look, I have to, like a suitcase handle to hold my seeds. From all these little packets and all this, I still have some of these filled with seeds in my basement. To something really nice and organized. And it was $12.99 plus the discount. They had all of the organization, like, I think it was like 30%, something like that. So I got it for even cheaper than $12.99. I think if you order on Amazon, they're like $20, somewhere around that. So I felt like, I'm gonna score that good deal. This is gonna take me a while because I overthink everything. I found last year it really helped, and it was in Ziploc bags. I literally went, okay, on this date, you know, 8 weeks before my last frost date, this bag, and I wrote on it, you know, what date I'm gonna start sowing these indoors. And then this bag is gonna be outdoor, direct sown. So I had like a box filled with bags that were telling me when I was going to sow them. So I'd like to still do something like that and organize it in these little card things. We're going to see how that goes because I also succession sow some of my seeds. So I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. So people that have done this system, if you've done this, let me know in the comments, how did you organize them in a way with the time, you know, when you're going to sow them, and the ones that are succession sown, how you put that in here, and how maybe you labeled them so you would know. Because I'm not saying that this system I'm doing is perfect. This is my first time using a system like this, and I've tried all kinds of things. Okay, after like 2 days of simmering on this, trying to figure out what will work for me, this is what I decided to do. I took tape and put it on each side here. And I've watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos and compiled these ideas using other people's YouTube videos, what worked for them, and then trying to tweak it to what would actually work for me, because I think a lot of people have a different type of garden, what works for them, so on and so forth. So that I can change these out if I want to. I can just peel the tape off, which I've done it a couple times trying to organize this. I've got vegetables on one side, flowers on the other, and I, on most of them, have how I sow them indoors, and then I have some outside, which I should have put outdoor to make it match. Anyway. And then I put 8 to 12 weeks BLF, before last frost date. And then I have a calendar. I'll show you that. Like this one I have outside. Starting in March, I'm going to repeat sow these. These are like my root crops. So I'm not just sowing at one time. I'm sowing smaller amounts that we have fresh to eat throughout the spring, summer, fall, so on and so forth. So I've done that with all of these except for my greens. I pretty much sow greens all year. We're even doing it right now in the middle of winter underneath the cover, which check that video out. It's like a plastic like hoop housing essentially over top of my raised garden bed. So my greens don't just get sown indoor, outdoor, and at a certain time of year. Just pretty much all the time. And I keep that right up front because I'm literally going to be sowing some more this week for transplant. I'm testing out some ideas. So I got that going. Now, on the flower front, it's quite different for me. I have perennials and annuals. Now, I did still do indoor, outdoor ideas on some of these. I still have some of them blank because I want to simmer on it a little bit more. Like indoor, 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost. I have a 6 to 8. But I have an outside 1 to 2 after last frost, ALF, whatever. You can write whatever you want, just so you remember. Because these do not want cold. Like zinnias and such, they don't want the cold at all. I have some that are just, I'm not sure what I'm doing with. These are seeds that I had harvested, or neighbors or friends had harvested and given to me. And then this one, I have poppies in here. And I have a lot of flowers in here. I'm going to try to do some winter sowing, like using the milk jug method, which I've never done. I'm super excited to try because a lot of my perennials, I had a really hard time starting them from seed. Low germination, and the ones that didn't take off so well. And then when I put them outside, the rabbits ate them. So yeah, that's a thing. So that's still simmering, and I'm working on that. Mind you, I don't have a big farmer's market type of garden. I don't grow mass quantities of anything, so I don't have big pouches, at least not currently. And if I did, I still think I would keep this system and then have the plastic tubs for my big bags of bulk seeds. Something else that I've done is I got this in the mail, you know, for our area, just the local calendar, and I started for 2024 writing down my schedule. So I have 12 weeks before my last frost date. So what I did was I went in and I found my last frost date expected, I believe it was for this year, for 2023, April 21st. So I just started counting back. So I know 2 weeks before, 4, 6, so on and so forth. That way, sometime within that week on one of my days off, I'll grab whatever needs to be sown. You know, here we go. My very first ones are going to be onions, and I'm going to actually sow this a little later than I did last year, because, and I'll explain that in another video. Where are my onions at? I got onions and the peppers I'm going to be sowing at the same time, and I'm going to do at about 10 weeks if I can restrain myself from wanting to start seeds. That is half the battle. Getting so excited to start seeds that I do it too early. So we're going to work with that. So I'm just taking my calendar and I'm putting it right inside of here. Pretty handy. Something else I wanted to mention was I was talking about my favorite seeds, and as I was doing this project and stopping and simmering on the seeds I had and going, oh, these are seeds I need, you know, I pulled out all my catalogs. And I had realized I have this Roar Seed Company catalog. Now, this place is only less than an hour away from me, and their prices are super cheap, $1.99, $2.99. It depends what it is, but they're all like, it's really cheap. It's local. It's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So I think we're going to do a field trip and go check out their cool little store and pick up some seeds from them. So I'm interested to see what their seed packets look like. If they're full of information, maybe like the My Gardener ones, that would be great. But what's really great is it's a local seed company and their prices are awesome. So I'm excited to go check that out. So before I buy any more seeds, I'm going to go to them. Something else I'm doing to organize myself was I picked up, you don't need to get this one, I'm not trying to sponsor anything here. I just found a book to help me plan and journal my garden. I like to write, so I'm not like a computer, put in the data, formulate, which would probably help me a lot. I could probably find a program, I could put it in and go, okay, on this date, what do I plant, or, you know, all of that. I like to write things in books and have visually look at them. And this is pretty cool. This is a 5-year garden journal, planner, and logbook. The only thing that I would like to have in here would be a whole bunch of pages that I could create a database of all the seeds that I have and then add them as I go. And I kind of started to do that. Instead of doing expenses, I put in the seeds that I had. Then I filled up these pages and still needed to put more seeds in. So maybe I'll just add pages to it. But one thing I really like to do is in here, I put perennial or annual, when it blooms, how much shade or sun it needs, and how tall it gets. So those are 3 big things for me, especially when it comes to flowers. So keeping that in mind, I'm using this to organize me, and my little container for my seeds, and my calendar. Fingers crossed, I'm super organized this year and everything gets done when it's supposed to be done. Wish me luck. Oh, hey guys, if you like the content that we've been making for you, please hit the subscribe button. It helps big time. And hit that like button. Thank you for watching Garden and Grease.